There is a company sitting in a country house deep in the forest. We're here for barbecue. Scary stories are told around the campfire. This story was real. There is a sauna nearby in this forest. Locals avoid this place. Anyway, about 3 years ago, a family came there for a vacation. The bathhouse was flooded. The guy came in first. He loved a hot bath. I took a beer, a broom, and splashed fur oil on the stove. I started whipping myself with a broom, and I heard a crash in the dressing room. I looked in. The basin fell. The lights went off for a few seconds, and when they turned on, a strong flame broke out in the furnace, as if someone had added gasoline, and strong steam began to steam, as if a whole bucket had been poured onto the heater. It became very hot, and my skin blistered. He went to the door, pulled, it wouldn't open. He tried to knock it out, but it didn't work. He screamed, called for help, but no one heard him. It was very hot. He lay down on the floor to gulp air through the cracks in the floor, doused with cold water. The water in the cauldron boiled and splashed out. He looked in that direction and saw a silhouette through the dense curtain of steam. That someone was pouring water on the rocks. "Who the fuck are you?" the man asked, but he didn't react in any way. It only got hotter, and he lost consciousness while being burned alive. Suddenly, this silhouette came up to him and started hitting him with a broom. Outside, his wife started knocking on the door. "Honey, are you okay in there?" And the answer is muffled. She asked her eldest son to break down the door. We went in and saw that this guy was burned out, just a little charred head sticking out of the furnace. And then the eldest son died of an illness. Locals say that this is the ghost of Semyon, the bath attendant. He loved a very hot bath. One day he lost consciousness and died. So after all the 100 then they hear that bathhouse. They wanted to burn it, but they are afraid of punishment for spoiling this place. Semyon kills everyone who spoils the bathhouse. And it was real? Well, yes, the locals told me. Then where do all the details come from? How does everything happen there if no one goes in there? Well, I don't know. I told him how I heard it. We discussed this story for a long time, and one of our friends says, "Colleen, so you're saying this bathhouse is not far away? So let's go over there and see if it's true or not." "What if it's true? I'm kind of bored." "Don't worry, we'll give Semyon a beer, and he won't hurt us. Let's go look for this place." Found. A bathhouse is like a bathhouse. It doesn't have anything terrifying about it. It's a normal bathhouse, beautiful. Well, shall we go in? The most skeptical approached the couple and knocked. "Sima, let me steam." He laughed and entered first. The bathhouse was flooded, and water was brought from the well. They're sitting in the waiting room drinking beer. It's fine here, and there are no corpses. So someone is taking them out? Yeah, or they didn't exist at all. And the bike was invented to scare tourists. Colleen went in to feel the water in the boiler. "Kid, it's okay to come in." Everyone went inside. And suddenly it became very hot, and steam began to rise. "Who gave you a pair?" Everyone exchanged glances. Colleen began to look around. "I'm kind of scared. Let's get out of here." He was about to leave, but the door wouldn't open. "What the fuck? I didn't lock it." "It won't open, boys." Closed. We're going to burn the fuck out. Oh, be quiet. Calm down. Let's pile in together. It got even hotter, and the water in the cauldron began to boil. One fell with his back pressed against the furnace. Burned down. Everyone started getting nervous, trying to knock out the glass, break down the door, but nothing works. One by one, the boys started getting burned, dying. There are 2 people left, lying on the floor exhausted, and they have already begun to say goodbye. And a couple saw the silhouette of this very seed. It was already clear that they could not escape. And then Colleen decided to open the furnace and scatter the coals to burn this bathhouse. In a matter of seconds, the fire spread throughout the room. Well, goodbye, Semyon. The ghost began to rage. He tried to cover the flames, but the fire was strong. And Colleen crawled to the door, pushed, it opened. But he didn't have time to get out. He suffocated in the smoke, and in this bathhouse he burned down along with everyone. And in the morning, the locals came, looking at the ashes that remained from the bathhouse. Well, this place burned down. I wonder how many people were there. They saved us, and the suffering will stop. Don't tell me, Ivanich, the bathhouse has burned down, but where will the ghost go? He used to be tied to a bathhouse, but now what? He will roam our streets. Mark my words. And the fears were not in vain. There have been new deaths in the village. Semyon, the bath attendant, now visits people and kills them.